he's on camera. We are live, and I wanted to talk about two major topics. Number one, the PPO test update in California. And then the second part of the live stream, I want to talk about a proposal that I ask for your support in regards to offices in California. Sorry guys, I got a cut on my tongue, so not only do I have allergies, cough, sniffle, sneezes, I got a cut on my tongue. So forgive me for my speech impediment. Anyhow, so over the week I've done three debriefs with those who have taken the private patrol operator exam. I actually think maybe four. And out of those four, I got some really good information. Now, all of the information that I share, hey B-Dog, what's up? All of the information that I share is all public information. It's not like a test secret. You have access to it. So the recommendation that I got from the debriefs is right now in 2024, you guys needed the Powers to Arrest manual. The Powers to Arrest manual. And you guys need to concentrate on the firearm permit sections. And you need to concentrate on the implicit bias section. And then concentrate on those. Guys, I really encourage you, even if you have my book available on Amazon, that book will help you pass. No guarantee you're going to pass, but it will help you pass. It's called The Private Patrol Operator Managing a Private Security Company in California. That book is like $150. And then I have my 40-hour Private Patrol Operator Leadership and Development course. That class is $500. It's going to go up. I'm probably going to 2x the cost coming January 1st of 2025. Now, the Powers to Arrest booklet is available to you guys for free. Once again, concentrate on those sections, okay? So you can use my material, use somebody else's material, I don't care. But I want you guys to start focusing on implicit bias, cultural diversity, and the firearm permit sections. I've only received one complaint about the firearm permit sections. And this individual told me that he's not a gun guy, which is totally fine. But that's the only complaint. But focus on those last two sections for sure, guys. Okay, if you want to pass the test. The test is always evolving. We're constantly doing updates on this channel. If you want to know what the latest updates are and what you should be studying, other than what I have published already, just go on YouTube and type in PPO test, Private Patrol Operator test. There's probably like 20 or 30 of my videos that pop up. 7 of them are pretty within the last year or so. So if you're having problems passing the test, do that. All of my students who are in my Private Patrol Operator Leadership Development course, I tell them that I stay with them before the test, and after the test, I will always be there for them. That is my goal as a teacher, as a mentor, as an instructor. Ask anybody that's been in the class. Okay, they get priority. Okay, they get priority. It takes me the longest time to call people back. But when there's a student, even a former student that may have taken my class 3 years ago, as long as I know that they're a student, I give them a priority, and that's the student-instructor commitment. Okay. Onward. Guys, please, I ask for your support on this. If you would please support me, maybe in writing, if you can help me voice your opinion on this in a public forum, that would be more beneficial. I want to propose to the BSIS, the Bureau of Security Investigative Services in the state of California. If you're chiming in from another state, maybe you can push similar legislation, because Allied Universal is coming to a state near you. It's coming to a city near you if they are not there already. But my proposal is to require all branch office managers to go through the same qualified manager examination process that the qualified managers in California have to go through. So Allied Universal, Securitas, the major security companies, okay, they went to CalSAGA. Well, actually, they are CalSAGA, in my opinion. CalSAGA. And they said, hey, let's support Bill 1244. CalSAGA says, oh, yeah, for sure, because according to my calculations, Allied Universal donates between $2 and $6 million a year to CalSAGA. A lot of it, I think it was like 40-something%, goes to lobbying efforts. So they pay a professional lobbyist to get legislation passed in Sacramento. Okay? They pushed AB 1244 so that the person on the bottom of the totem pole, a person who's struggling, is going to have very difficulty being able to qualify as a qualified manager. They're going to have difficulty getting somebody to sign off. Okay, guys, if you work for Allied Universal, if you ask a manager or supervisor, sign off on my experience, some of them say yes, a lot of them say no, and it all goes back to competition, and it goes also back to leadership. A lot of these leaders, so-called leaders at Allied Universal, supervisors, they do not, they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to take any risk. So instead of following the law, which requires them to sign off on your certificate, they say, let me look into it, or I can't sign off on that. Okay? They don't want the competition. So what I'm asking you guys is to support a bill that requires them, requires branch managers, okay, to have a qualified manager license, which involves passing the 120 question test and having the AB 1244 requirements, which includes 2 years of security or related experience and 1 year experience under a current and licensed private patrol operator in California. I ask for your support. Okay? Guys, they want to play games? We can play games too. We can play the same, and we demand accountability. The argument that CalSAGA has, and I think BSIS, is that there's a lot of security companies out there that don't have the proper management, don't have the proper supervision, which ultimately leads to liability, and it's a public eyesore. If somebody in the security profession does something that's egregious, okay, it makes BSIS apparently look bad for giving them that license, and that's one of the reasons why AB 1244 was pushed. But what if I told you the truth? Okay, what if a significant amount of those issues in private security fall back to Allied Universal, the backers of Assembly Bill 1244? Think about it, guys. So how about we fight back and ask for that legislation? Now, I know that we're going to get some resistance from a lot of the smaller security companies that have multiple accounts, that have multiple branch offices. I get it. I talked to a subscriber, and apparently this person's connected to maybe about 3 or 4 others that really do not like me, that feel that Sean Sundal is incompetent. Guys, those guys are security company owners, right? They have a security company license. They don't like what we say on this channel because that involves competition. They don't want fair competition. So when we're fighting against Assembly Bill 1244, they don't like it. They do not like it. Okay? That is a threat to their financial stability. More people can own a security company. Now, a lot of companies are supposed to have branch office certificates. Basically, a branch office certificate is required when you operate outside of the office that is on file with BSIS. You need that branch office certificate. You need a branch office. And every branch office requires a branch office manager. And believe it or not, you guys want to know what the requirements are to be a branch office manager? It's just 18 years of age and older, and you got to be responsible. So there's no licensing involved in that. Nothing. And if you screw it up as a branch office manager, there's repercussions because there's no management license associated with it. Look at Allied Universal. Do you know how many branch offices that they probably have in California? Even elsewhere, probably in the hundreds, maybe even 1,000. I would argue that some of these large security companies don't even have a branch office for accounts that they're supposed to have a branch office. Okay, so in my honest opinion, I think that all 1,000 or so of the Allied Universal or the larger security companies out there that have branch offices, in my honest opinion, okay, those branch office managers should be qualified. Shouldn't you guys think that they're qualified? Shouldn't they go through the same process where you need 1 year management, 1 year administrative experience under a current and licensed PPO? That 1 year experience plus, don't you think that's a minimum? Talking to you guys, I hear stories that these large security companies have branch office managers that don't know what they're doing or that have like 3 months of experience. Let me go through the comments real quick. B-Dog says, can I ask you for advice? I want to open up a security company. I'm a 25-year-old Air Force veteran, and I have the experience and hours to take the qualified manager exam. Okay. Hey, Big Dog, I've done like 50 videos, 40, 50 videos on opening a security company. Just go on YouTube and just type in how to open a security company. My videos will populate. But if you have a specific question, just ask. Just make sure I don't have a video because I got so many videos on that. But for sure, if there's something that I need to cover, I'll do a complete video on that. But just ask. Doug is here. Mike from the Professional Security Journal is here. And he says, the Nationals did AB 1244. Yep. Mr. Fusion says, that's so true, Sean. Yep. Mike says, Allied also chairs Utah Doppel. Thank you for mentioning that. That's why I think stuff is so convoluted, draconian, and ridiculous in Utah. Thank you for mentioning that. Professional Security Journal says, define being responsible. That's rhetorical. Therein lies the issue. And then Doug says, branch managers need experience. Yes. Okay. Mike says, define being responsible. That is rhetorical. And Mike, they don't have to define what being responsible is. You just need to identify a responsible person. Right? What the hell does that mean? Does that mean that person that has 1 week of experience is responsible? Does it mean that person has 30 years experience, but that has incurred numerous liability for different security companies? Does that mean that person's responsible? That's a great question. KN6 says, large companies violate the Business Professions Code all the time, and BSIS doesn't enforce them. You know what? Matter of fact, there are committee members, CalSAGA committee members that violate the Business and Professions Codes. I look on their website, and they're constantly in violation, and they watch these videos. And you know what? I go on the Instagram. By the way, I have an Instagram account of the Firearms Trainer. And when they had their CalSAG meeting, I sent them a direct message. I asked them if they supported the bill. And a lot of them responded, right? And I actually made some friends with the responses. But some, again, no response at all. Some connected with me on LinkedIn. I have a LinkedIn account under Sean Sundahl. If you want to know what all my experiences are, go to LinkedIn. Like I don't hide my experiences. Go to LinkedIn. Okay. But there's some committee members that linked up with me on there, and I guess it's a way to find intelligence, but they don't communicate. They don't say, hey, Sean, you're out of line, you're going too far. Nothing. Again, they're worried, they're scared of exposure. I've talked to a lot of people one-on-one, a lot that agree with AB 1244, but you want to know what? They have the courage to at least tell me that they agree with AB 1244. They explain the reasons. Oh, KN6 says it's Griffin. Okay, all right. I know that guy. Mr. Fusion says, dude, they hired 2 supervisors that aren't responsible at my site. Yep, because they know somebody. For sure. Professional Security Journal says, boards don't do what they purport their existence is here for. Yep. And that's why, that's why we asked for an independent civilian oversight board in the last meeting that we had with BSIS. I talked. I don't know where that video is. I don't know why it's not uploaded yet. Like 5 or 6 of the subscribers, you guys know who I'm talking about. You guys said something, whether that be in the comment section of the BSIS meeting or verbally on the phone. We spoke up, and guys, quite honestly, I think the BSIS is going to be damn worried. But please, I ask your support for requiring that every branch office manager go through a licensing process. Okay, Allied Universal, CalSaga, they want to play these games with us to try to, in my opinion, okay, that's just Sean's opinion, to wash out the smaller security companies. And by smaller, I'm talking about those of you who have like 50 security officers. They want to do their thing with washing us out by pushing AB 1244. How about we fight back and ask for licensing requirements for all those branch office managers? Okay. Now, self-disclosure, I'm one of the only persons in the state of California that offers private patrol operator, qualified manager, practice testing material. So again, this is not for me. I'm not pushing this agenda so that I can get more business. All I have to do is up the prices, and I won't take much of a business loss. I'm doing that to be honest and transparent for you guys, but there's a reason why I'm pushing for something like this, and that's not the reason. Again, the main reason is so that we can have our stronghold back in private security, and these guys don't take advantage of us. All right, guys, looking forward to the comments. If you support something like this, let's hear in the comment section box below. If you don't support something like this, then that's fine as well. Just say I don't support anything like this, and then if you don't, let us know if you own a security company. The chances are you probably own a security company already, and maybe this doesn't affect you. All right, guys, take care.